We have two more short speakers, and then we're going to get started. This next gentleman, I can't even tell you how impressed I am with him. He, like many of us, was out one day and he saw a homeless person, and so he wanted to give to them. So he gave some money to this homeless person. He saw him go into a store, come out with alcohol and cigarettes, and he was discouraged. And you know, like all of us, we think, well, we're not going to give them money. They're just going to buy alcohol. And so what a lot of us do is we tend to ignore the homeless. We tend to look the other way. We tend to pretend they're not there. We don't look them in the eyes, and they become invisible to us. Well, this young man, Zack, they were not invisible to him. He thought, what can I do to help these homeless people? So what he decided to do was hygiene kits. So he started giving hygiene products out. Instead of money, he gave hygiene products. What a great idea. But he didn't just do that. He decided to start a website called guiltlessgiving.com, and he sells hygiene kits for $2 to $6, and so that other people can also give out the hygiene kits. Now, Zack really sees these homeless people. He looks in their eyes, he sees the sorrow in their eyes, he sees the hunched over shoulders and the dirty clothing. But let me tell you something even more remarkable about Zack. Zack is 12 years old. He started when he was 10 years old. So I asked Zack and his equally very impressive mother, Sorrel, just to come and just talk a little bit to us. He has donated 100 hygiene kits for this project. So I'd like for them to come up and just chat for a few minutes.
There are 3 tragic things you need to know about homeless children. The first thing you need to know is 1 in every 50 children in America experiences homelessness annually. That's more than 1.5 million children. How many of you have children that are under 6 years old? Almost half of the children in homeless families are under 6 years of age. The third thing you need to know is that the children without homes are twice as likely to experience hunger as other children. More than 1/3 of homeless children report skipping meals. Did you know that you could save a life today? We are all here to perform a great service, one that we can feel all good about. Serving others is my life goal. I started my company, Guiltless Giving, in 2007. I was in 3rd grade at the time, and my teacher had assigned us to each come up with an invention. This is how my company was formed. My mom and I were driving down a freeway, off-ramp, by our house, heading to the grocery store. At the end of the ramp, we noticed a lonely, scruffy, homeless person with a sign that read, "Homeless and hungry." My mom reached into her wallet and grabbed a few dollars to give to the homeless guy. Later, as we were leaving the grocery store, we saw the same scruffy homeless person paying for beer and cigarettes. Are you thinking the same thing I am? Yes, my mom's money and possibly other people's money paid for some bad things. She told me that we were not going to give money to the homeless, that we would only give food. The next week, I came home with a project to invent something. I first wanted to build a mousetrap, and then try to come up with a new way to pick up toys. Well, yeah, I'm still working on that one. Well, the first ideas didn't work out yet. A few days later, we were coming down another freeway off-ramp and saw another homeless person standing at the end of the ramp. His clothes were torn and dirty. I asked my mom if she was going to give him money. She then asked me, "Zack, would you do to help him if we didn't give him money?" I started to rattle off some things, and before you know it, I came up with the Dare to Care kit. We were both so excited about the possibilities that we went to our local 99-cent store to get a Dare to Care kit together. As we were walking out of the store, I noticed a homeless person standing by a payphone with his shoulders hunched over, as if he had given up. He wasn't begging or saying a word to anyone. It was almost like he was invisible. No one was looking at him, and he looked sad and lonely. We rushed back to the car to put our first Dare to Care kit together. To take precautions, my mom made sure that we were there were a few people around before approaching. My mom and I handed the man the bag and wished him well. We got back in the car to watch to see what had happened. The man's eyes were wide open with excitement as he started to pull out of some of the items. He finally took notice of the snack and unwrapped the snack to eat it. When we back out of the spot, we watched other shoppers looking to see what we had gave him. I turned to look at my mom, and she had tears in her eyes. I knew I had a good invention after that. The hygiene kits that we sell include the basic necessities, such as a toothbrush, toothpaste, soap, coat, deodorant, and shaving cream, and a shaver. We have 6 different types of kits to choose from, varying in a price from $1.69 and up. What our kits have that no others have is an information card with 800 numbers so that the homeless have resources to assist them to getting off the streets. On behalf of Guiltless Giving, I am giving 100 kits to this event to help those who are down and out. I thank you for sharing in my passion to help others. We may save a life today, maybe even a child's life. Guiltless Giving's future goal is to have every car equipped with a Dare to Care kit in the glove box. Thank you for your time, and I hope that you will visit me online at www.guiltlessgiving.com. We are also on Facebook and Twitter, and ask that you will be in our network of friends.